What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review Season 2, Episode 14 of Tyler Perry's comedy, drama, soap opera, The Oval. And tonight's episode is titled The Target. Now, they just got back, from their break. They took a little break for about 2 months now. They had their mid-season finale. Now they're back. And welcome back to all my, welcome back, the Oval's back. That's for all my Oval fans out there. Welcome back. I still been here. I was here. I didn't go nowhere. I was still reviewing stuff like Who Killed Sarah and Lupin and The Shy. And I'm reviewing Raising Cain as well. So I was still here, but I'm welcoming y'all all back. All my Oval lovers, because I know how y'all just love that. And, we have a fun time reviewing and laughing about it. So, welcome back. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave comments down below. Let's engage and let's have some fun. Shout outs to all of my subscribers. Y'all know I love y'all. And thank y'all for holding brother down. Now, let's get right into this review of Tyler Perry's The Oval, episode 14. Barry, Ruth, and the Ragadushi. Y'all remember when I couldn't say their name. I used to call them the Ramadushi all the time. Ragadushi. The Ragadushi. Y'all know the cult. Barry, as we saw, went into that Scooby-Doo mystery van. Well, he got put into that van after he foolishly went down there to meet Ruth with the money alone with the Ragadushi cult, and the Ragadushi cult jumped him and threw him in that van. And now he's in the back of the van. Where's my daughter? Give me my daughter. Barry is a man of very limited words. He just repeats the same thing over and I want my daughter. Where's my daughter? He's been saying that since season 1. Give me my daughter. I want my daughter. Barry, Ruth had to break it down to say, listen, you've been kicking up a lot of dust with the Ragadushi. That's why you're in the back of this mystery van right now, because I got to take you to the leaders of the Ragadushi, because they don't like how you've been kicking up dust and drawing attention to us. And you need to shut up and you need to be respectful, because I'm taking you to, what are they, the highest, the high priest, or whatever they're called, because I don't really watch the other show, the spinoff. I don't watch that. But they're taking you to meet the highest and the high-powered Ragadushis, the leaders of the Ragadushi, whatever. And you need to be respectful. So he said something, but I gave you the money, and what was all this? She said, we're trying to shut you up. Barry, give me my daughter. He wants his daughter. Y'all, please give him his daughter, please. Can we give him his daughter, please? Give him his daughter. Give him his daughter, please. Just give him his daughter. But we'll see what's going to happen when he meets the Ragadushi leaders. All right, moving right along, let's talk about Sam. Oh, Sam, he's down at the police station now having a conversation with, I believe that guy's name is Jake. And this is about the investigation on the young lady who was killed by the president's son. And now they've, framed her boyfriend, killed him, framed him, and they're making it look like he did this to the poor girl. We know he didn't do that. And so this is what the conversation is about. The cop is telling Sam, the scene was just too clean. It was just too clean. It did something that ain't right. And he said, listen, you got to let me know what's going on, because the DOJ is involved in this now. And, they're going to come back here because I sent them on a wild goose chase. But here, I'm giving you this audio evidence or whatever. So Sam says to him, first Sam was reluctant. Then he's like, you know what? Listen, this is what we're going to do. When they come back here, you just tell them my name. Sam, you tell them you made a mistake and you meant to give them my name instead. So I'm like, okay, Sam, we're going to see how that works. That was interesting right there. We also see in this show tonight, in this episode, Kyle is over there with is that the Secret Service or whoever the Secret Service, the Army, whoever these people are, and they got surveillance on the cabin in the woods where Max and Muscle Man Bobby been hiding out at. And Kyle is like, yes, those are terrorists. He tells them we need to get a drone and just bomb it. And they're like, we can't do that. We need clearance from the president. So what do? Donald goes, Kyle calls Donald. Donald goes to the president while the president is with the first lady and tells him, we need your clearance to use this drone strike in the woods on this cabin. That's where the terrorists are. That's what they're lying, saying that these are terrorists so they can wipe out Bobby and wipe out Kyle. And I mean, wipe out Max. I'm sorry. I always mix their names up. Wipe out Max. And so the first lady's like, what is this stupid plan? This is ridiculous. But the president approves it. He gives permission. So they're going to use a drone. Okay, whatever. Now let's move on down. We're going to get back to that. Let's move on down to Ellie and Alan. Now, y'all know Ellie been tipping and dipping with the president because that's her way of climbing up the ladder by climbing on some you-know-what. That's what she does. And Alan is telling her, she's such a disappointment to him. And she said, pretty much like how you were when we're having sex. I'm like, ooh, here she go with the low blows. So he's like, you just continuing to hurt me. Do you like hurting me? She's like, listen, at this point, you just need to go find some, go somewhere, go meet some, leave. And he's like, I don't know nobody in this town. She's like, I don't want you here. You need to go. So she's purposely saying things to hurt him even further. She tells him being with him was a convenience. She's like, listen, I'm going to continue to do me, and I'm going to continue to do the president. Because that's her way of climbing the ladder. And he said, after all I did for you, I got you the job. She said, no, you didn't get me the job. You got me the interview. I got me the job. And basically she's saying, my skills are going to keep me with this job. This is how I'm going to climb. So she's basically telling this dude, listen, I'm about me. I'm going to continue tipping and dipping and being a side piece to the president. And he's like, listen, don't you know how many women he screwed? You're nothing. He got a point. You're just another piece of ass to him, Ellie. You're just another piece of ass to the president. So Alan does have a point with that. He was like, don't you understand that you're just another piece of ass to him? It's not going to work. But Ellie's like, listen, I'm going to continue to do me. Mind your business. Basically. That's basically what she told him. And she told him, you let him make a fool out of you. That ain't had nothing to do with me, bro. You let him humiliate you. So that's where we leave off with that. So let's see what Alan is going to do with that. Now let's move right along to Sharon and Kareem. Old Kareem, Mr. Pharmacy. The pharmacy owner. Oh, he's so in love with Sharon. But we learned something tonight. Well, I didn't know this. I didn't know he had a child. That conversation between Sharon and Kareem tonight, when she's telling him, I'm pregnant. I was thinking about moving back in with my sister. And he said, all those kids. She said, you do know I'm having a kid. And then she mentioned, well, your girlfriend always thought we were messing around and she's your baby mama. So Kareem has a child. So I don't know, Kareem, you might, and she said, she might make your life a living hell, and ain't nothing worse than an angry baby mama. Lord gee. Woo! So he was like, she told him she might make your life a living hell. And I'm like, she might be onto something, Kareem. You got a child over here, but you're willing to take in this girl who has a baby, who's gonna have a baby. That's not your child. There's a lot of mess going on. But he loves her. So he says he loves her. So more power to him. But I can tell that there's going to be some drama. And I don't think Sharon is over Barry. I think Sharon, she do a lot of flip-flopping. She might be back over there with Barry. All right, let's move on down to Donald and Lily. I thought this was funny. Lily's bold. Lily's like, telling him, listen, I'm laying some ground rules. Because Donald caught Lily in the bed with Bobby, which I thought that was stupid of her. That whole thing was stupid. Why did you even... Okay, whatever. So she says, listen, I'm going to lay some ground rules. And I'm like, you laying ground rules with the man that was choking you out, tried to kill you? But she came in here tough. She's like, no, I'm laying some ground rules. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to sleep with who I want to, when I want to. She just laying the rules down. He said, oh, really? And she said, I ain't scared. You go, you want to kill me? Go ahead. She did like this. Go ahead. Just come strangle me. Come on. And so he calls Kyle and he's like, Kyle, I need you to come take care of something. And then she says to him, well, do you remember Maggie Miles and Lester Eaton from the Post and the whatever newspaper, the New York, the Post and the Times or whatever? She said, well, I have them, I gave them information, and if something happens to me, they will get a phone call. And she said, but not so fast. Not just them. I believe she said it was 32 other reporters are on standby. Something happened to me, your whole cover is blown. She said, so listen, I'm going to be tipping. I ain't going to be tipping and dipping. I'm going to be doing the do right up in this house right here. Because if I go to a hotel, that's going to blow your cover too. I'm going to be right up in here when I want, whenever I want, and I'll tell you when to come home. And matter of fact, I'm taking the master bedroom and you're going to take the guest room. And she told him, you could do whoever you want except for that bitch, Kyle. And so he called off Kyle and told Kyle, no, don't come over here. Don't do that. Don't come. You know, I'm handling this. So that was interesting. Now let's move on down to one of my favorite scenes of the night. And that was Priscilla and Sam. Priscilla's ready to, hey, she had the room in this sexy blue lighting. I'm like, damn, how'd she get everything so blue and sexy like that? It almost looked like one of those scenes in Belly. Remember the movie Belly, and it had those like that kind of blue, whatever. Anyway, she's trying to seduce Sam. Baby, come on, you know, let's get it on. And Sam is like, oh, I gotta take a shower. He's pulling her off of him. Now, she's like, what's wrong with you, Sam? He's like, I gotta take a shower. And he says, you were mad with me earlier, now you're all excited. And she says to him, listen, I know that I can trust you, and I know that my husband would never cheat, and you didn't sleep with that woman, did you? Now, instead of Sam saying no, he's like, he got all tense. I can't answer that. So pretty much gave her the answer. And Priscilla flipped. She went from sex kitten to hellcat, like, get out of this house now. I can't believe, get out of here. Don't you ever come back. She went off on him. She's upset. She's pissed off. They still got the sexy blue lighting or whatever that was. She's like, get out of this house. He's like, baby, please, trying to hold on. She said, get off of me. She tried to slap him, but you know, he's got that self-defense. He stopped that and he held on to it. No, baby, no. I thought that was hilarious. I laughed through that whole thing. And she was like, get the hell out of here. Don't you ever come back. She's hurt. Because you effed that chick in the yellow room. And he did. He slept with the first lady in the yellow room. So now, this is where it gets even more funny. Because now Sam goes over to Richard's house to confront Richard. Because he think Richard snitched on him. He think Richard told Priscilla that he was banging the first lady. That he banged the first lady. But that's not what happened. So they're having this conversation, and Richard's like, man, listen, you better lower your voice, bro. You're a little too loud. You're a little too this. And Sam's like, what you gonna do? Now, this scene was hilarious, too. You know, I take that back. This was my favorite scene. Because this was hilarious. Because then you got the old nosy old lady. What's her name? Miss something. Miss Parker, whatever. She's over. You see her in the back looking. And Sam and Sam and Richard start fighting, and Richard got a few hits in, but Sam got the best of him, and the nosy neighbor is yelling, Nancy, and she telling y'all need to stop. I need to come over here and whoop both of y'all asses. Now, what you gonna do, old lady? What you gonna do with these two men? Y'all need to stop this right now. Ain't that Sam? What's going on? So she's steady talking. Nancy, oh Lord have mercy, Nancy comes out there. Stop it. Breaks up the fight. That fight was hilarious. He tore Richard up, poor Richard staggering around. And she tells the nosy neighbor, shut the hell up or something like that. Or go in the damn house, something she said. And now the neighbor is pissed off. Who you talking to like that? And she started telling, you know, this is ridiculous. Give me back my lawnmower and my pots and my tiki chairs. See, the neighbor, you're an India giver. Now you mad, now you want your stuff back. First of all, you too nosy, and you should have took your ass in the house. I agree with that. And she's like, I'm calling the cops, and you don't listen to me. Now, meanwhile, Richard staggers into the house. Then he locks the door, leaving poor Nancy locked out of the house. So then the nosy neighbor said, yeah, and see, now your ass is locked out. I was cracking up. I thought all of that was hilarious. Now, then Richard lets her in. She goes in, oh, baby. She's trying to give him ice. Richard still don't want no parts of her because he still want to know who is Piggy's daddy. I mean, no, he don't want to. No, he know who Piggy's daddy is. My bad. He's still mad with her. He's still disgusted because my daddy is Piggy's daddy. He's still disgusted about that. He's still disgusted with that, like totally outraged with that. So he's like, you know what? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And that's where they leave that. Now we go back to Max and Bobby in the cabin in the woods. And Max is telling Bobby how he ran into the Ragadushis and had a run-in with the Ragadushis. And Bobby's like, what's wrong with you, man? And then Bobby tells him about how he got caught in the bed with Lily. And so Max is like, listen, we got to get out of here. I knew she was a part. She's down with them. She can't be trusted, this, that, and the third. As they're going back and forth with their conversation, Max hears something. He's like, get out. And just in time, they got out of the cabin as the drone dropped those bombs down on the cabin. And that is where the episode ended. I was cracking up. That whole thing was silly. I'm still laughing at the drones. Yeah. That's where they left off with that. So that's tonight's episode. Tell me your thoughts. What did you think about it? You know I like when it's foolish and silly and fun. My favorite still had to be Richard and Sam's fight. That was my favorite for the night. And the exploding cabin to the bomb dropping on the cabin, that was my second favorite too. It was like so over the top and crazy. But hey, it's the Oval. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.